4 minutes. This is how long it takes an attacker to move laterally through your Active Directory after initial compromise. 10 minutes. This is how long it takes most companies to even detect and fix that vulnerability. And for any compromise that's not a screaming critical, make it 2 to 3 days, if not weeks. Here is what's crazy. It's not that your security team doesn't know the problem. That's not that you lack the tools. 99% of the time, it's a process problem. Because the people who own the risk are waiting for approval from the people who don't own the risk. And that is creating a bottleneck. A delay between detection and fix. That small window is where attackers thrive and live. Hi, I'm Marco from Dela Security, and I've helped hundreds of organizations secure their identity infrastructure, saving them around $100,000 on average per incident. And in the next few minutes, I'll show you how to close this security gap from 10 days down to minutes. So let me show you exactly how this race unfolds. Minute 1, the attacker gets initial access. Maybe it's phishing email, maybe it's leaked credentials, they bought on dark web for $9.99 or whatever. Minute 2, they are harvesting credentials from memory, dumping password hashes. Minute 3, they've moved laterally to a second machine. Minute 4, domain admin access. 4 minutes, that's it. Here is how your timeline works. Day 1, maybe day 2, detection. Maybe your SIEM flags something unusual, tickets get created. Day 3 to 4, they triage it. Your SOC analyst, who's already handling 47 other alerts, finally gets your ticket. Day 5 to 6, they get assigned to the identity team, and day 7 to 8, change request is being read, change request submitted. Now we are waiting for the change board meeting. In day 9, you get the approval, change board meets, reviews, approves the conditions of the changes, and then in day 10, implementation. Finally gets implemented. 10 days. And that's for critical issues. For anything high or medium severity, you are looking at 2 to 3 weeks. So this massive gap is the problem. This is your exposure window, and it's where you're most vulnerable. Now you might be thinking, okay, Marco, I got it. There is a gap, but what is actually costing me? Direct breach cost. Average breach cost based on IBM report is 4.5 million, but healthcare in 10.9 million. Ransomware demand average 1.4 million. But that's just the ransom and the malware at the downtime of $9,000 per minute, at recovery 3 to 6 months, operational disruption, legal fees, forensics, notification costs. Here is what most CISOs miss: the operational tasks. Your cyber insurance premium, they are going up 20 to 30% after an incident. Your SOC analysts who detected this, they are drowning in alerts. Average SOC analyst sees 4,484 alerts per week. They investigate 34% of them, 71% report burnout. The best people, they are leaving. So every manual ticket costs you about $150 in labor. Multiply that by hundreds of misconfigurations. Biggest cost, your slim security team is fixing yesterday's problem instead of building tomorrow's defense. They are firefighting, not securing. So when you add it all up, that 10-day exposure window isn't costing you 5x more than a 2 days window. It's exponential, because every extra day is another lottery ticket for the attacker. Here is the thing: you probably don't even know what your exposure window actually is. That's why we built breach likelihood assessment. It shows you 3 things. 1, your current breach likelihood score, how vulnerable you are right now as we speak. 2, your top 5 categories of identity vulnerabilities, what's actually creating that exposure window. And 3, your estimated remediation time with your current process. How long are things really taking? We will give you the answer in 48 hours. No sales pitch, just the truth. Link to the description down below here. Before you do that, you need to understand why this is happening in the first place. Because it's not what you think. Most people think slow remediation is caused by 3 things: not enough tools, not enough skills, not enough budget. My experience, working with hundreds of organizations, it's almost never those things. It's a process problem. Let me show you exactly what I mean. Your security engineer detects a critical misconfiguration in Active Directory. They know what needs to be fixed. They know how to fix it. They have the tools to fix it. Therefore, they should just go and fix it, right? Here is what actually happened. Step 1, create a ticket. They create a ticket in the system. Step 2, wait for the triage. Ticket sits in the queue, waiting for the triage. Step 3, assignment gets assigned to the right team. Step 4, change request. They need to submit a formal change request. Step 5, wait for the change board. Oh my God, you just missed Tuesday meeting. Sorry, come back in the next one, which is next Monday. Look at that. More than half of your time is spent waiting for governance. Step 6, approval review. Change board reviews, requests are documented, approves with conditions. Step 7, waiting for change window. Now you're waiting for an approved change window. Can't touch anything yet. It's production during business hour. Step 8, implementation. Finally, fixed. Here's the critical insight. The CISOs own the risk. The change board control, they control the timeline. He owns the risk. They control the timeline. They are facilitating governance of IT. They are making sure changes don't break production. They are making sure there's documentation. They are making sure there is rollback plan. All important things. But while they are doing that, the threat actor isn't waiting. They don't care about any of those. The person who owns the risk, waiting. The person who knows to fix is waiting. The person who has the tool is waiting for approval from somebody who don't own the risk. If your team is already running lean, which most small to mid-sized companies are, that security engineers who detected the issue, they are also handling 47 other tickets, responding to a phishing incident, preparing for the quarterly audit, training the new hire. They don't have time to babysit a ticket through a 10 days approval process. So the question is, how you fix the process problem without breaking the process? Because you can't just eliminate governance, give everyone admin rights and say, good luck. You need a different approach. Here is what actually works. You need 3 things. First, automate identity hygiene. Continuous scanning that finds misconfiguration before they become breaches. But here's the key. Automated remediation for the 80% of the issues that don't need human approval. I'll give you an example. Password policy violation, fixed automatically. Stale account, disabled automatically. Excessive permissions, revoked automatically. No tickets, no waiting, just fix. What about the other 20%, right? So step 2, intelligent detection and response. Real-time detection that crashes threads while they're happening. Dark web monitoring catches leaked credentials before they used in an attack. Behavior anomaly detection, spot that attack is moving laterally 4 minutes, not day 4. Because here's the thing, if you can detect at minute 4 and respond at minute 5, you close the window before they even get domain ad. But detection alone doesn't fix the governance problem. Therefore, step 3, change safe workflow. For that 20% does need approval. You need workflow that respect your change management but don't get buried. Pre-approval remediation playbook, standard fixes. X vulnerability, implement Y solution. Risk-based prioritization. Critical issues get fast-tracked, not because you are bypassing governance, because you build governance that matches threat urgency. Emergency change window for active threats. If we detect an active attack, don't wait until next Tuesday meeting. So here is what changes. Before Dela security, critical severities take 10 days. High and medium takes 2 to 3 weeks. After Dela security, critical severity takes 2 to 3 days. High and medium under 1 week. Average result is 90% breach risk reduction in 30 days. And the best part, your slim team isn't drowning anymore. 80% fewer tickets, 68% faster remediation, and what's left? Your engineers are finally doing strategy instead of firefighting. And the breach likelihood assessment I mentioned, it'll show you exactly where your bottlenecks are. Is it governance? Is it detection speed? Is it just too many misconfigurations? We will give you a custom roadmap to go from where you are now to 2 to 3 days remediation. Link at the description. Take 5 minutes. Results in 48 hours. But don't take my word for it. Let me show you what this looks like with real companies. So in one company in mid-sized healthcare, 175 beds, aged care organization, hybrid AD and intra ID, 2% IT team, one dedicated security. One of them is also a manager. Before Dela, critical remediation time average was 12 days. High and medium took 21 plus days. Breach likelihood index was 87%. The bottleneck, critical dropped to 2.5 days. Average, high and medium dropped to 8 days. Breach likelihood index fell to 11%. That's 76% risk reduction. How? 80% of hygiene issues auto-fix between change window. Manual ticket reduced by 68%. Change board only reviewed critical. Their security engineers told us we went from spending all our time firefighting to actually building a security program. In the second example, it was a global manufacturing with 12,000 employees across 40 locations, complex legacy environment, very lean security team, 4 people. Before critical misconfiguration took about 10 days, over 10 days. Medium issues took over 21 days. 47 open identity tickets at any given time. The problem? Distributed infrastructure, multiple approval change, no visibility into what was actually critical. The Dela security? Critical dropped to 3 days. Medium dropped to 9 days. Average open ticket dropped to 7. That's 85% fewer open ticket, their CISO said. For the first time, we can sleep at night knowing the critical stuff are handled. Access all our deployment. Average time to fix critical is 2 to 3 days. Average time to high and medium is under 2 weeks. Average breach likelihood reduction is 90% in 30 days. Stop guessing about your security exposure window. We have a free breach likelihood assessment. Analyze your current breach likelihood score, your actual remediation timeline, your top 5 categories of vulnerabilities, and custom roadmap to close the gaps. You will get all of that for free. Definitely take advantage of that. Because right now, while we've been talking, it's highly likely that the 4-minute window is open somewhere in your environment. Make sure you close it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.